Tonight, while fireworks look beautiful, for some, they can trigger traumatic experiences. Now, local veterans are speaking out ahead of the 4th of July. Plus, the local fire department is hoping to diversify its team, and all of the crew members are pitching in to make it happen. And President Biden will soon touch down in the Badger State to talk about the importance of rural communities.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki. Thanks for joining us. The 4th of July holiday means fireworks lighting up the sky. And while some enjoy the burst of light, others find it troubling, especially veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. CBS3's Emma Quinn shares a local vet's plea for a quieter night and the initiative the Duluth Fire Department is hoping will bring a safer summer.
For Vietnam War veteran Arthur Anderson from Duluth, the 4th of July means freedom.
It's a way for people that have served and have not served to understand what we've done to keep this country free.
Many celebrate the holiday by lighting up the sky. But local veterans may find those celebrations troubling.
All of my brothers were in the military, and I've noticed when fireworks go off, every one of us will jump.
Specialists at the Duluth Vet Center say fireworks can be triggering for many who served in combat.
But it's the rat-a-tat-tat fireworks in the neighborhood that can actually cause a lot of troubles for our veterans who are readjusting from combat.
They encourage people to light fireworks off earlier in the night when most people are awake and not lighting them several weeks before and after the holiday. You may also consider getting a friend or family member who's a veteran noise-canceling headphones. The Duluth Fire Department has a different, much quieter approach. Today, they launched their Chalk It Up campaign, taking the fireworks displays from the skies to the sidewalks.
In a safe way and an artistic way, and by using chalk as kind of representing colors, a way for people to kind of celebrate the 4th of July without having to use live fireworks.
A way to celebrate the holiday where the only noise is laughter.
Officials at the Duluth Vet Center say many veterans will leave town this time of year. For any veteran in need of assistance, you can find a link on our website. A sex trafficking sting in Beltrami County last week landed 6 people behind bars. 2 of them were contractors on Line 3. The operation ran Thursday and Friday. The 6 men, ranging from 24 to 56 years old, were arrested while responding to a sex advertisement. 3 of them were from Minnesota, and the other 3 were from out of state. Enbridge put out a statement today saying they have zero tolerance for this behavior. They said the 2 contractors were fired immediately. Minnesota lawmakers have reached a deal on police reform as the special session deadline nears. Both parties have reached an agreement on the highlights of a public safety bill after a contentious debate over police accountability. The bill draft includes provisions regulating the use of no-knock warrants and a police misconduct database. That database would create an early warning system to keep bad officers off the streets. It's the final piece of legislation for lawmakers as they're up against a Wednesday deadline to avoid a government shutdown. A fight in Virginia over the weekend left 1 man dead and sent another man to jail. It happened near Pine Mill Court around 1 o'clock Saturday morning. Police found a 41-year-old man unresponsive. He ended up dying at the hospital. Police haven't identified him yet, but they say he was involved in the fight. So was another 31-year-old man who was arrested nearby shortly after. He's expected to be charged with manslaughter. Authorities haven't said what led up to the fight or if the people involved knew each other. We also don't know what exactly caused the man's death. An autopsy has been scheduled. Minnesota fire officials are bracing for extended drought and wildfire conditions. As of mid-June, there had already been more wildfires reported this year than all of last year. So far, more than 1,400 fires have burned nearly 55,000 square miles of forest and grassland. Officials say wildfires are typically at their worst in the spring and fall, slowing down in the summer when trees and plants are fully green and when the rain increases. But experts say more than half of the state is experiencing drought conditions, and it's expected to continue through the summer. You're urged to always check fire conditions before burning. A good reminder as we head into what will be a holiday weekend. But Dave, it sounds like we might get a little bit of rain, which could help.
There's a chance tonight and tomorrow, followed by a dry period beginning midweek. Let's talk about temperatures first. Summer's here. It never lasts that long. Temperatures supposed to be around 75 this time of year. That's where Silver Bay is, or at least had today for its high temp. Other high temps today went as warm as 79 from Ely to Orr and back towards Grand Rapids. Moose Lake as well, and Solon Springs too. Ashland is one of the warmer spots with a high of 81 degrees. And after a little bit of cloud cover cooled things into the 60s about an hour ago or so, well, even the UP went towards 79 degrees. Two low-pressure systems are bringing a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms tonight, and that could last through tomorrow as well. Back towards 77 tomorrow. Come midweek, we'll go warmer, but we'll also get drier. And I'll talk about if that's going to last through the holiday weekend coming up or not.
All right, thanks, Dave. Well, we are taking a live look at the can of worms here in Duluth. Crews have surpassed 100,000 hours of construction work on the Twin Ports interchange, but they still have a long way to go. MnDOT gave a virtual update on the multi-million-dollar project in Duluth today, commonly known as the Can of Worms. They said the 27th Avenue West Bridge is now fully reopened. MnDOT advised drivers to look out for short-term single-lane closures in both the north and southbound lanes of I-35 in the coming weeks. The next major change will bring I-35 south traffic onto Lower Michigan Street. That will start in October, and it will last about a year. Eventually, they hope this area where I-35, 535, and Highway 53 meet will be safer and easier to navigate. The Duluth Fire Department is taking a big step to diversify its ranks. CBS 3's Quinn Gorham spoke with the station leaders earlier today. And Quinn, how do they hope to do that?
Thanks, Kirsten. The Duluth Fire Department is adding a new scholarship. They hope it'll help underrepresented groups become a part of their fire crew. The new scholarship will help 4 recipients from underrepresented communities pay for full tuition to attend all required fire training at Lake Superior College. The department will fund the scholarship using their own union dues, a move that they hope will demonstrate just how much this scholarship means. Of its 132 total firefighters, the department employs 7 women, 2 African Americans, along with 2 Indigenous and 2 Hispanic community members. Assistant Fire Chief Clint Reff says adding to their representation within their department is a priority not only for the team, but for the community as well.
You always want your departments to, as best they can, represent the makeup of the community. So our community is a diverse community, and it would be good to make sure that our fire department's reflecting that going forward.
Fire spokespeople say this is especially important right now because recruiting numbers are dropping and they want to be intentional about who's on their team. Applications are available online now, or you can pick one up at your local fire station.
CBS 3's Quinn Gorham reporting for us tonight in the newsroom. Thank you, Quinn. Moving to Wisconsin now, where Governor Tony Evers is allocating money to help coastal communities, including a handful in our region. He announced $1.4 million in coastal grants to 40 communities statewide. 8 projects will take place in the Lake Superior region across Douglas, Bayfield, Ashland, and Iron counties. The Wisconsin Coastal Management Council recommended the recipients for this year's grants. The money will help communities develop their economies and protect and improve Great Lakes resources. Governor Evers says these grants will support work including public access, restoring habitat, and controlling pollution. Superior's Fraser Shipyards has a new owner. Infrastructure Acquisition Partners, LLC, announced the purchase this week. It's a joint partnership between 2 companies with international ties. Capstan Corporation used to own the shipyard. They're a company based in Superior that also included Lake Assault Boats and the Northern Engineering Company. Fraser's new CEO says they hope to expand Fraser's capabilities when it comes to ship repair, boat building, and other maritime infrastructure. We reached out to Mayor Jim Payne to ask about the purchase. His office declined to comment. We now know where President Joe Biden will stop on his trip to Wisconsin tomorrow. Biden will visit La Crosse to talk about agriculture and rural economies. It's part of his push to highlight the bipartisan infrastructure framework. The nation's agriculture secretary will also make the trip. We don't know exact timing for the events just yet, but we'll plan to live stream any speech he makes on our website and Facebook pages. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, after a COVID-19 event, a Wisconsin senator is facing backlash in his community. We'll have the details next.
Well, just a few minutes ago, we looked at the high temps for towns today, and a lot of places went to 79. So did Duluth at the airport. Warmer than normal by a few degrees. Will be a little warmer than normal again tomorrow as well. And in between, there is a chance for much needed rain tonight and tomorrow. It's paid off for some towns already. Will it pay off for yours? We'll give you the odds after the break.
You're watching the CBS3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, sports with Kelly Hinseth, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, Local, CBS3. CBS3 News is brought to you by ServiceMaster.
When Grandma suggested cookies, Kyle wasn't expecting the new Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard. Two beloved treats, soft-baked Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies and world-famous DQ soft serve, all in one treat. The good times roll when these two get together, just like G-Ma and her G-Son, making memories while mixing two favorites. With the Nestle Toll House Chocolate Chip Cookie Blizzard, only at DQ. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
You need fast, reliable internet, but it's not a one-size-fits-all world. At Mediacom, we have a pricing plan for everyone. You can get our starting internet service for $19.99 a month for a year. And with that comes a great deal of speed. We're talking 60 meg, because unlike other providers, we want you to have fast internet from the start. Extreme speeds go up to 1 gig with lots of options to choose from. So let's talk. Call us today at 844-EXTREME2.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart? The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Just when you thought it was safe.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
To get back in the dating pool.
I feel like there's just like something that I'm like not seeing.
I don't think they know what they got coming for them.
I just want to be able to be happy and fall in love here, and I don't feel it at all.
You're gonna need a bigger island.
Can't even hold it together.
Love Island, new season July 7th on CBS.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app. Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Some places around our region have already had a precip payoff as a 40% chance lurches through our region from a pair of low-pressure systems. The bigger action so far has been in Wisconsin. So on that note, we cast a live eye towards Ashland. And the sky seems a little bit hazier there, but the pavement seems dry. So those individual storm clouds must have missed Ashland, at least so far. That's the gist of what's going on here tonight. If one of those storm clouds crosses your town's path, you could get a decent amount of rain, which we need. If it doesn't, if it's a little more hit and miss and go towards the miss side, you may not get what you need. But we do have chances sticking around through tomorrow, so by hit or miss, hopefully we do get it. All right, current conditions. This is what we're getting right now at the airport in Duluth. It is 78 degrees. with the relative humidity reading up to 54%. South-southwest wind, it's going 7 miles per hour, and our air pressure has tumbled just a little bit in the last hour, now at 30.04 inches of mercury. But with twin lows working through the area to bring precip, you know, it makes perfect sense that barometer readings are going to go down a little bit, at least through tomorrow. Current temps. Well, some cool numbers going on in parts of the UP, all right, 63 to 65 there. And in northern Wisconsin, numbers have come up just a hair since we last spoke, now running about 70 in Siren to 74 in Superior. Minnesota numbers, as cool as 67 by the lake in Grand Marais. It's warm as 79 right now for Moose Lake and Grand Rapids. 74 is what we have currently in International Falls. Tomorrow's temperatures will be similar. We all could warm up into the 80s, though, by Wednesday, and I'll talk about if that's going to last or not in just a bit. Here's a look at the local radar picture, which shows a southern low pushing in showers and thunderstorm chances into parts of Wisconsin and Michigan. And, yeah, it looks like that latest cell just bubbled below our friends in Ashland, but 40% chance you'll get more here tonight and tomorrow, and a 40% chance roughly that Minnesotans will get a little bit too, as a low pressure system here drags its cold front through the Iron Ranges. So by hook or by crook, hopefully we get the rain we need through tomorrow, because by midweek high pressure takes over, makes it sunny and dry all the way through the 4th of July. Now, how much rain can we get tonight? Again, if one of those storm clouds gets you, you could go 1/4 to even 3/4 of an inch. But if it misses, it may run from a trace to about 1/10. So fingers crossed, of course. Tonight in Minnesota, low temps. They will run about 52 to 60 with a 40% chance for showers and thunderstorms. Wisconsin, 30 to 40% chance with lows there, 57 to 60. Tomorrow's Wisconsin-Michigan high temps will go 74 to 78 with a 40% thunderstorm chance. And they share that with Minnesota as well, with high temps there, 70 by the lake, 82 inland. Extended forecast, up and down with the temperatures here, spiking in the 80s on Wednesday, then dropping to the low 70s on Thursday, going back up into the mid-80s Saturday, Sunday for the Independence Day weekend, Kristen, followed by another cool down with our next rain chance by Monday.
All right, it's one of my favorite holidays. My family, we go all out for the 4th of July, so I'm very happy with that forecast.
Yeah, hopefully it works out for you and everybody else,
yes,
too.
Yes, sure hope so. Thanks, Dave. A U.S. senator from Wisconsin is facing backlash for spreading unfounded fears about the COVID-19 vaccine. Senator Ron Johnson held an event today. The Republican had a half-dozen people share stories of side effects they claim were caused by the vaccine. Johnson says he's pro-vaccine and acknowledges the vast majority of the 300 million people who've gotten the shot have had little to no adverse reaction. But he claims stories of more severe reactions are not being taken seriously.
Too many people in the medical establishment and in our federal health agencies are, if not completely ignoring, certainly downplaying what is happening.
The CDC says the vaccines are safe and effective at preventing COVID-19, and side effects are extremely rare. Data shows 99% of the people now dying of COVID are unvaccinated. Johnson was recently suspended from YouTube for spreading misinformation. Meanwhile, a group of doctors is now firing back at the senator, planning their own event for tomorrow. The Committee to Protect Healthcare is pushing back, encouraging everyone to get their shot and bring an end to the pandemic. A small town on the Iron Range recently got national recognition. Smithsonian Magazine named Ely one of the 15 best small towns to visit in 2021. The magazine focused on the town's close proximity to the BWCA, wintertime beauty, and animal centers as some big reasons to visit. The article also noted Ely's claim as the sled dog capital of the world and wealth of local shops and restaurants as reasons to visit the northern Minnesota community. And you might see Dave Anderson there if you happen to visit. Ahead in sports, a few Northland hockey names are on their way to representing Team USA. Kelly's in with the details next.
Pre-order your 2022 Crestliner boat at RJ Sports.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChef.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChef.com, a better way to buy.
Celebrate the savings during Home's anniversary sale. Everything is on sale, like this Stephan sofa for $599. Plus, no money down, special financing for 3 years, and free shipping. The anniversary sale ends Tuesday, only at Home Furniture.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you're going to think about is not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
ServiceMaster Clean is committed to providing a clean and healthy environment for your customers and your employees. For more than 65 years, we've consistently gone above and beyond the cleaning expectations of our clients. Our cleaning experts deliver the highest quality of clean you can always count on. Let us help you with all of your cleaning and disinfecting responsibilities.
Epilepsy can affect anyone with a brain.
It does not discriminate.
If you have a brain,
you can get epilepsy.
But here's something that's just as important to know.
Anyone with a brain can affect epilepsy.
So let's use our brains to do just that.
Let's change the way people think about epilepsy.
To find cures.
Because if all of us can get epilepsy,
all of us can end epilepsy.
We just need to use our brains.
Let's use our brains. Let's use our brains.
Let's use our brains to end epilepsy.
Fire threatens everything in its path. When it threatens our communities, we respond. We bring the fight to the front line. The Army National Guard stands ready because sometimes the front lines are in our own backyard. We will always be there when our community needs us the most. Find out more about serving your community part-time by visiting NationalGuard.com.
If you're unsure about receiving a COVID-19 vaccine,
we're here to reassure you that the vaccines are safe and effective.
They've been approved for emergency use by the FDA through a rigorous testing process.
And they've all been found to be nearly 100% effective at preventing hospitalization and death.
Because of this data, you can be confident that receiving your COVID-19 vaccine protects you and your loved ones.
Supplies are limited, so as soon as you have an opportunity to be vaccinated, please do so.
Thank you for doing your part to end this pandemic.
During the anniversary sale at Home Sleep Express, all Thomas Cole and Luxuria mattresses are on sale, like this Eurotop Queen mattress for just $549. Plus, no money down, special financing for 6 years during the anniversary sale at Home Sleep Express.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
The Milwaukee Bucks are now to the point of the Eastern Conference Finals that is somewhat uncharted territory for their franchise, at least for the last 50 years. They're just 2 wins away from the NBA Finals with a 2-1 lead over the Hawks. Milwaukee has only been to the finals twice, when they swept the Bullets for their only title in 1971 and a Game 7 loss to the Celtics in 1974, but they don't want to get ahead of themselves. This is still very much a series, but what has them feeling confident is the way their core of Giannis and Chris Middleton have played in the big moments, the 2 guys who have grown together in Milwaukee for the past 8 seasons.
I'm proud of myself, no matter what. Second round pick, working my way into rotation after I got traded. To me, that's a win. So every time I'm out there, I play with pride. Doesn't matter if I play well or play bad. I know I'm giving my all out there. That's what I'm most proud about.
It's an unbelievable journey. Where we started, where we are, where he started, where he is right now. I just said closing games, and that's what we need from this.
On the Atlanta side, all eyes are on rising star Trae Young, who tweaked his ankle in the 3rd quarter last night. An MRI today revealed that he has a bone bruise on his right foot and is now listed as questionable for Game 4 tomorrow night. The Northland has its fair share of defensive talent when it comes to hockey, that's for sure. A trio of players, 2 from UMD, will be representing Team USA at World Junior Summer Showcase, at the end of July. 44 players have been invited to Plymouth, Michigan, seeking to make the U.S. national team for the 2022 World Juniors Championship December 26th through January 5th in Alberta, Canada. From UMD, freshman defenseman Wyatt Kaiser and Connor Kelly have been invited, and from Grand Rapids, Mr. Hockey Jack Peart has been invited as well. The showcase will include 11 games across 8 days, and a complete schedule and ticket information can be found at usahockeyarena.com. And in more USA news, Hermantown junior Sam Plant has made the final stage of tryouts ahead of the Hlinka Gretzky Cup tournament. After 5 days of Boys Select 17 camp in Amherst, New York, USA hockey staff have invited 40 players to play an additional 2 days. The camp will host 3 games over the next 2 days as a final evaluation period for the under-18 team, set to complete August 2nd through the 7th in Czech Republic and Slovakia. And even more hockey news, former CEC boys hockey standout turned Minnesota Wilderness standout Gavin Rasmussen announced that he has committed to play college hockey at UW Superior. The 20-year-old tallied 28 points on 13 goals in his 51 games with the Wilderness this season, including a goal in their playoff series against Bismarck. Well, Target Field is normally known for hosting the hottest ticket in town, Minnesota Twins. That was sarcasm, sorry. But this January, this grass and dirt will be swapped out with some ice and boards. The Minnesota Wild will be the host site for the 2022 Winter Classic on January 1st. Minnesota welcomes in St. Louis for the 13th annual event. Minnesota was set to host this past January, but because of COVID, the event was pushed. Hockey at Target Field, I'm excited. I can't even picture it, but I think that's good. We get some great venues down in the Twin Cities.
Yeah, we sure do.
To showcase to the rest of the world, for sure.
Right. Thanks, Kelly. Well, tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, Superior Mayor Jim Payne has a plan to bring back the historical Grand Army of the Republic Arch over Tower Avenue. Tonight we'll learn how much this project could cost and why the mayor thinks bringing the arch back is important for Superior. A 101-year-old World War II veteran is finally receiving his Purple Heart more than 75 years after he was wounded in the battle that became known as the turning point for the Allies. 77 years after he was wounded in the Normandy invasion on D-Day, California native Johnny Jones was finally honored. Jones was wounded and was on a ship when it hit a mine on Omaha Beach. Jones went on to get his law degree and took on numerous civil rights cases, as well as representing the organizers of the Baton Rouge bus boycotts. Absolutely well-deserved. Congratulations. Dave, you're watching some rain, possibly?
Yeah, rain and a chance for some thunder as well, and some warmer temperatures for the week ahead. Kelly's got me all fired up now for winter weather. I want to go see that outdoor hockey. But we're going to be upwards of 50 degrees too warm for that this week. 40% chance for showers and storms tonight through tomorrow. 30% shot on Wednesday for some of that same action. But highs in the 80s could be with us for the holiday weekend. Again, a little too warm for hockey yet, Kels.
Thanks for joining us. See you at 10.